Good afternoon again. This is Dr. J.P. I would like for you to like and subscribe to my channel. Once again, I'm coming to you today with a chapter from my book, Woman, Whole and Complete in Herself, with emphasis on Christian ministry. Um, this time, we're going to talk about women of virtue. It's a short chapter, but I think it's very important. Chapter 14, Women of Virtue. In the Hebrew, the word virtue applies to both sexes. It is representative of both men and women. The word is used to describe warriors. It represents an army, the strong and the valiant. In other words, the term is used for those that are more than capable of taking care of themselves and others. A virtuous woman is a warrior woman of substance and power. This is far from the passive, non threatening female that is pushed off as a woman of virtue by some religions. Look at how she is described in the book of Proverbs in the teachings of King Lemuel's mother. In the book of Proverbs, chapter 31, a woman that pleases God is many women all rolled up into one. But history has said that this name here, King Lemuel, is also a name for Solomon, the king of Israel. So we would be talking about his mother. Um, she is an intelligent entrepreneur that takes care of her home and her business. The Bible said she considered the field and buying it, and with the fruit of her hands, she planted a vineyard. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good, her candle goeth out, it goeth not out by night. She layeth her hands to the spindle, and her hands hold the distaff. She is so good at what she does that her husband brags about her. Give her of the fruits of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates. She maketh herself coverings of tapestry. Her clothing is silk and purple. Her husband is known in the gates when he sat among the elders of the land. This woman she's so respected as a woman of value that her husband actually gets to brag about it. Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come. She maketh fine linen and selleth it, and delivereth girdles into the merchant. She is kind, trustworthy, gracious, well dressed. She opened her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excellest them all. She is a woman of accomplishments. Favor is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. A woman fitly spoken is like apples of gold and pitchers of silver. As an earring of gold and an ornament of fine gold, so is a wise reproved upon an obedient ear. I reference Proverbs 25, verse 11 and 12. She has the wisdom of God, and she knows what is proper and correct behavior. A merry heart doeth good like a medicine, but a broken spirit drieth the bones. Proverbs chapter 17, verse 22. The heart of her husband doth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. She will do him good, and not evil all the days of her life. She seeketh wool and flax, and worketh willingly with her hands. She is like the merchant ships that bringeth her food from afar. She rises also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maidens. She blesses both her family and her community. She has the foresight to plan for the needs of her family. She is both honest and trustworthy. The lady is worthy to receive the praise of her friends and her family. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. She girdeth her loins with strength, and strengthened her arms. She stretches out her hand to the poor. Yeah, She reaches forth her hands to the needy. This person is kind and generous. She cares for the needs of others. She is a person of faith and self confidence. She is not afraid of the snow for her household, for all her household are clothed with scarlet. She looketh well to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness. Her children arise up and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praised her. Proverbs 31, verses 10 through 31. Proverbs 31 is a mother speaking to her son on the process to choose a wife. The wise mother had the foresight to know that this woman would also be a blessing to her if she treated her son and her grandchildren well. So much for the virtuous woman. She is a woman who loves God, loves family, and treats them with wisdom. I guess in today's society, we would call her a queen. But this virtuous woman, she sounds like the queen of queens. This is Dr. J.P. Like and subscribe to my channel, and have a blessed and wonderful day.